Geneva. We are in Champagne-Lac, Switzerland, and our first night. We have not started the hike. And here's our room. I think it's just beautiful. And then they have a lake here. There it is, I guess.
We made it.
And
it was a little bit stressful.
Yes.
The train went backwards for a little while. We had a 1 hour delay, so we didn't know if we'd make our bus stops, but we did. We got here only just an hour later.
And I guess it's National Day tomorrow, so we have a Swiss flag on our balcony. Oh my gosh, this is so wonderful.
Well, we're starting on the Walker-Haute route. We just came from Champagne-Lac, and we're headed down there to that valley over there. And DMB is up that way. Came from over there. La Folie is down there about 5, 6, 7 hours or something. So we're going downhill. And today is a relatively easy day. Get used to having something on our back.
Starting to let up in the rain. We came from the Chevalier up to Verbeer on the chairlift, and then one more time up the chairlift to Lunette's. And this is where we had tea and played cards, waiting for the clouds to clear, and they really have not cleared, so we're going to move on. But we really enjoyed an hour or so playing cards and drinking tea.
Well, we just sat up here for about, I don't know, hour and a half or so. It was raining this morning. And so then we stopped and had some tea and a Coke. And now it quit raining. It's a very pleasant way. And now we're going to go around that mountain there. And got about a 4-hour walk to Cabane de Louvi. It is a very pleasant game of cards. Of course, Lynda got skunked on the last game.
And now that trail, had to take a trail that was not on our map, but I feel confident we're in the right place. And the clouds are clearing a bit. We started the day way down there in that city, I guess, right there. But we went up a couple chairlifts, and of course there's Bo way ahead of me. Off we go. Well, this will get interesting. Bo thinks he sees marks up there that mean we need to go up and over that. And we can do it. But it's going to take a lot of breathing and being slow.
Well, it's too bad that it's cloudy today. Right over where you're looking right now is a Cabane Massif. But you know what? You can definitely tell we're not in the cornfields of Minnesota anymore.
So there's people down there, and that's where we just were. And we came up that way and around, and up here, and Bo says it's flat for a while. It's not July. They say July is many more flowers, but this is like August 2nd.
So you gotta watch out. When you see a chain like this, you gotta be careful, because I was walking around the corner, kind of staying in my backpack, hit this edge, and I almost went over.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So you gotta really be cautious whenever you see a chain, because you might hit something like this, and you don't want to go down there.
The clouds are just packing in here, and we're hearing a concert down in the valley, and Bo says it would have been really fun. Well, we're having fun here too.
This is the real stuff, baby.
Woo! No chains anymore. I keep my eyes on the trail because you can see it goes down, down, down. And Bo's going around the corner, and the clouds just socked in, but the coal, Termine, I think, is right there. So we're happy to see that. I think it's still quite a ways to Cabane Deluvi. Here we go.
Well, we're at the coal turbine, 2,600 meters. And we came from that way. We decided not to go down that way. At first I thought we were going down that way. It's a good thing we're not going down that way. We gotta go that way. So anyway, another hour and we'll be down to the hut.
Wherever you see him, I'm going to be there in a few minutes.
It's about as clear as I got today. Oh, look at this.
That's what I said.
And when we climb out, we're going down to the lake down below. You can't see the lake. And then we climb up towards that glacier in 2 days. We're going to stay at the Cabane Deluvi for 2 days. So it's a long descent down here now. Well, we made it to Cabane Deluvi, and it took about 6.5 hours. It's a beautiful scenery. It's a darn good thing that we took a second chairlift, because we are both wrecked. Point of view?
Most of the day,
Got a recovery day tomorrow.
most of the day was socked in with clouds. Rained to begin with, but then just clouds.
What a place to spend the day. It's beautiful, warm sunshine and a beautiful lake. Well, we're heading up the valley here. Beautiful morning. About an hour in. And look at this place to camp right here. About a half a kilometer above the lake, above Cabane, Geneva. So if you're tenting, wow, what a great spot.
The lake is just down.
Yeah, lakes. And there's water over there. And you're protected. And if you got really super high winds, you got a little something you can go into over here if it got really bad.
3 hours after we left, and you can still see the hut down on the other end of that lake. And there's the Cabane. So we've been walking almost 4 hours, and we're headed up to Col de Louvi, and a big scramble through some rocks here. I can't video it while I'm walking.
Col de Louvi. We're live now, baby.
Here we are at Col de Louvi, and it's about halfway. We started at 7:15 and it is now 12:16, and we're halfway and have one more col that's just a little lower than this yet, and a col means a pass. We just crossed Col de Louvi, and now we have another 3, 4, 5 hours. And
going down into the Grand Desert, where the glacier receded.
yeah, isn't that
It
interesting?
all melted. Now they call it a desert. No plants have started growing yet.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Well, here we go. We just came down there. It wasn't too bad. And you just follow the painted rocks and came down like that and over this way. And we're coming out onto that Grand Desert, which used to be a glacier all the way. And Bo says it's a good way to go. And somehow we have to find our way across there. I'm not sure exactly where, but actually I just looked, and let's see if I can find it. There's a note. Where is it? Bo's out of paint, and then there's paint on a rock, maybe right there. Yep, paint on a rock there and a walker. So here we go. We came from Col de Louvi down that way, and this is called the Grand Desert. And a little water left coming off the glacier that melted. We're headed up that way, we think. And there's just remnants of glaciers up there. Doing great. We're following the cairns and the paint spots across this called the Grand Desert, but we're up high now. We just heard a jet go over and it sounded like we were right near it. And there goes Bo We're almost to the second pass of the day. Might be up there somewhere. It's just amazing up here. These rocks are just strewn everywhere. I'm sure there was a glacier here fairly recently. Not much vegetation, but when there is, it is spectacular. Really nice. Not sure where we're going. Somewhere over there. I hope not over there. But it's perfect temperature and just otherworldly. We thought this might be a good place to eat our rest of our sandwich.
Well, we just came down through there, and there were like some 5-foot drops, 6-foot drops. That was, they just had it mapped out, so it was, wow.
It actually,
It went
I
pretty
could
good,
do it. I could do it.
but you had to have strength.
You do have to have strength,
If you don't have strength.
and my
you
knees
can't-
are feeling good. So
Well,
if my knees were not feeling good, it would not be, well, would not have been fun.
Prafleuri.
We came over the mountains somewhere over there, and we had to come down and around and down there and down here, and this looks like a giant gravel pit. No big dump trucks or anything, but it's where a glacier used to be. It's pretty cool.
You're gonna be able to walk right by it. Well, we just got to Prafleuri. I have a hard time pronouncing these words. Please forgive me. Took us 10.5 hours. Supposed to do it in 5. I don't know. I was really happy with all we did. We had a lot up, a lot of down. There were some kind of difficult drops on that.
Yes, it was.
I mean, there was like 4 or 5 foot we had to drop a couple times there. And real happy with how we did. And we're not totally wrecked.
Nope.
Tired, but not totally wrecked. Well done. Well done, Lynda.